Imagine yourself waking up for school tomorrow morning. You crawl out of bed, you're completely exhausted, your head hurts, and you suddenly regret staying up past midnight, either scrolling on TikTok or Instagram, playing video games, or just doing homework. If that sounds familiar, you aren't alone. Like a lot of us, I used to think that staying up late was just part of being a student or a regular teenager. But after researching the actual data from leading medical organizations, I realized how much damage we actually do to ourselves, both in the long term and right now. The truth is, we have to start prioritizing an earlier bedtime. Staying up late forces us into a dangerous sleep debt, actively harms our mental health, and can really risk our grades and even our physical safety. Today, I want to show you how late nights conflict with our biology, it destroys our emotional control, and creates major hazards in our daily lives. First, let's look at how staying up late forces teens into a toxic cycle that goes against our own bodies. During puberty, our internal body cycles experience a natural shift that makes us feel awake later at night. However, when we push past that and stay up even later, it backfires completely. According to the National Sleep Foundation article in 2023, Teens and Sleep, doing this builds a massive, unhealthy sleep debt. Their research notes that teens desperately need 8 to 10 hours of sleep every single night. But late nights leave us fatigued or feeling empty, like you're just too tired to be your regular self. Not only are late nights ruining our physical energy, but they're also actively damaging our emotional well being. We need to recognize that missing out on sleep directly destroys a teen's mood and emotional stability. When we don't get enough rest, our brains lose the ability to regulate emotions smoothly. In an article published by the Child Mind Institute in 2024 titled Teens and Sleep: The Cost of Sleep Deprivation, author Julian Gravy explains that staying up too late spikes our daily stress and cortisol levels. This chronic lack of rest leaves us incredibly vulnerable to sudden mood swings, daily irritants, and increased anxiety. We think we're just tired, but we're actually hurting our mental health. Beyond these internal emotional struggles, refusing to sleep early also creates massive hazards in our daily performance and safety. Simple sleep deprivation just straight up tanks our classroom performance and can even put our own lives at risk. A tired brain just can't focus or remember what we're being taught. According to a report published by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in 2024, roughly 73% of high school students don't get enough sleep on school nights. This widespread exhaustion is a primary reason for dropping focus and lower grades. Losing sleep can severely damage a student's performance on tests. Even worse, the CDC warns that sleep deprivation severely impairs our judgment and reaction times, drastically increasing the risk of dangerous, drowsy driving accidents when we get behind the wheel. Staying up late does far more damage than just giving us dark circles under our eyes. It fights our biology, it triggers emotional instability, and it threatens our safety. So, let's set a simple goal starting tonight. Put your phone across the room or turn it off 30 minutes earlier than usual. Try to finish your homework earlier. Sleep early, since you need it more than you think. Your body and mind will thank you later. Thank you.